What's up? I'm Jordy from NVRLESS.
I'm Kate.
And we're here to do a breakdown of our song Father Figures.
Goodbye.
I think what led us to write this song was, we both come from split families, mine a little more recent than Kate's, so it's easy for us to talk about as far as like knowledge-wise, but it's not easy for people to talk about like in their own families when they're stuck in situations that they don't want to deal with themselves. And so it's kind of something that we wanted to bring to light. It's one of those beneath the surface kind of topics.
So the voicemail behind like the idea on that, we had finished the song and we played the intro and we were like, it's missing something. So Jordy was like, I just tried to call my dad a couple days ago and we were like talking about it and he was talking about like, it didn't answer and I was like, that's kind of like a perfect thing to put in there. Like you've reached the voicemail box of, that's kind of like sets the tone.
So
like
big
yeah. Yeah. That sets the tone of the song for sure.
Yeah.
When you lay your head to sleep, tell me all the things you think. Ever think about the way you left her hanging, made her every single promise that you couldn't keep. What do you think about when you lay down at night? Like, do you have any regrets about the way that you departed from your family? Is this a family? Boy, you got mouths to feed, and I seem to give a shit about us who you're laying next to for the week. You forgot about me. That line is kind of just like, what about me? So like, you're going and living your life, but like, you left me behind.
You need your room to breathe. What about the life that I need? What about till death you part? You're still alive, I can see. You say it's not so easy. I say it's not so hard. Think of the consequences before you tear lives apart. Consciously think about what you've done in your past and like what you've built, and that you're just gonna throw all of that away and destroy the people around you just for something that you selfishly think that you need or want.
I wish we didn't have the same blood, and that's how much I fucking hate your guts. I wish we didn't have the same face. I hope that every time you look into the mirror, you can feel my disdain. I hope every time that you look in the mirror, like you see a reflection of the face that you gave me, and that it hurts that much more because you left. Is it my fault? Did I let you down? Is it too late for you to turn around? All I need is you to stay. Is this what you call a family? That's all you want?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Is it something that I did that made you do this?
You're not a good enough child, you know?
Do I suck?
Yeah, you suck as a kid. Last night I called your phone. I wonder how you've been. You wouldn't think it'd be this hard to keep in touch with your kin. That kind of plays back on the voicemail in the beginning because a lot of missed phone calls because people are off doing things that they'd rather be doing than talking to their child. You're like, well, you thought you were more important than you actually are in real life.
Right, like, just pick up the phone.
Yeah. Okay. You're dodging me left and right. You say you don't want to fight. You don't give me much of a choice. Now I lay awake at night. You shouldn't be judged on why you're upset or if you're upset about it, because you're your own person and you're allowed to be mad if you want to be mad. I really shouldn't judge. I'm walking in your shoes, terrified someday that I'll be beating on my wife too. It's more like it just kind of plays on the whole domestic abuse thing, and it's real.
We're laughing right now because it's like, oh, this is real. Like, we're talking about this.
How do you talk about this? You know, in like a non-emotional like setting. So it's like, that's what a man does. You really led by example. You heard me. You're the reason that I don't know how to handle
my emotions when I'm pissed. It sounds like an excuse, but it's totally true. How else do you learn things? You learn things from, like, in your youngest years, you learn how to treat people based on how you are taught. So all I do is throw a fit, acting like a f***ing child, get everyone to notice. That line is like, of course I'm gonna act like a child to get your attention, to show you like I'm not good because you put me through this situation. I'm so sick of being tired, and I'm tired of being sick. Didn't ask to be alive, but you're the reason I live. When you make the conscious decision to bring another life into this world, you gotta think about like, what's gonna happen if I leave them behind?
You can't blame someone for being like born. You know what I mean?
Sorry, bro, I'm born.
I hate you, dude.
And if you are, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you.
20 years you didn't give, take the life you chose to live. Don't say I'm the one you miss. You can motherfucking rot, you piece of Swear I wasn't saying that to y'all. It hits hard. It hits home, you know? It's like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm furious. To you, it feels like you wasted 20 years of your life, and for me, those 20 years were my life.
As far as like controversy and like backlash we got from my family and her family also, from the song, my dad and I kind of had issues recently over the last few years, and when he heard that song, he was really obviously not super happy to hear that song.
Not super pleased.
Not super stoked about it, because it is, you know, it is a lot of embarrassing things to talk about, but like, unfortunately, just because it's embarrassing for whoever doesn't mean it's something that I won't talk about.
No, we don't regret doing this song. More than anything, it's informative and it's helpful to someone who might be going through it. So I don't have any regrets. I don't know about you.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was helpful for me too. Like, we shouldn't be upset because we decided to voice something that we feel. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
I
reason for
feel the exact same way.
You know, people can be adults.
Final thoughts on this song. Honestly, this is one of my favorite songs that we've ever put out. It's my favorite to perform, and I just like, I get a rush from it. It's kind of just full adrenaline mode.
This is kind of one of my own ways to really express not only how much I've grown as like an artist, but also like as a human being and as a person. So it's
For sure.
definitely something I'm really happy that we have. If you want to hear the full song, we'll have a link down below to our Spotify and our Apple Music as well.
Yes, every little bit helps us out a lot. So
Yeah.
if you like the lyrics, if you get any value from what we were saying today, definitely go check out the song. We've got a new song coming out in a couple of weeks. Can't really give you guys a date yet, but it's called Alone Tonight, so stay tuned for that.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.